Hello Grow School. I get asked a lot about pressing rosin, so I decided to do a little video on do-it-yourself rosin at home. Very inexpensive. This is a 600-pound clamp that I bought at Harbor Freight for $2.99. You can get them at Home Depot or Lowe's, but they're about $12.99. For what we're using it for, the $2.99 at Harbor Freight works great. Hair straightener I got at Walmart for 15 bucks. I do wish I had gotten a wider one because the 1-inch heating plate can be a little bit difficult to work with, and of course you can't do quite as much at a time. But it gets the job done, under 20 bucks. You can also buy a pollen press to press your flower into little pucks to make it a little bit easier to deal with and keep on the heating plates. For this video, we're not going to use this so that you can see that it's not needed and you can do it for like 20 bucks. But your flower is going to come out looking like this if you do it. Now these do work if you want to press keef into a little puck and press it. But I just use the flower, and you can use it or not use it. It really doesn't make a big difference, and I'll show you how to do it without it so that you can press your own rosin for less than $20 in equipment. Today we're going to be pressing Do-Si-Do Auto from Puff Puff Pass cultivars. Jody Job and Sebastian Williams, really good guys over there. If you haven't checked them out, I suggest you do it. You want to use parchment paper, heat resistant, doesn't stick. Tear it into little squares, give it a little fold. Take a chunk of flour, as you can see it's just a little tiny nug. Press it with your fingers. Get as much of the air out of it as you can. Make it into a little ball. Put it in your parchment paper. Give it another little squeeze. You can take your clamp if you want and use it to flatten it out so that it's easier to keep in between your heating plates. When you do it, you press it, flattens it out, nice and small. Now, the one thing about the hair straighteners is you don't have a lot of variance in temperature control. This particular one goes down to 310, so you don't want to press it a long time or you will end up getting a real dark resin, kind of burnt. So just stick it in between the plates. Keep track of where you put it. Put your clamp right where the flower is. Give it a squeeze as hard as you can. You can hear it sizzle and start to bubble out. I give it about 10 seconds usually. Because of the rubber things, you don't really have to worry about it cracking or breaking the straightener. At least I've never had a problem with it at this point. And after about 10 seconds, release, pull out, and you can see you get a pretty good yield for less than $20 in equipment. Now you can fold this up and repress it. I don't, because I end up just using them to make edibles, can of butter, and so forth, so it gets used anyway. But if you're just wanting to press, you can fold this up and repress it. And some guys even do it as much as 3 times. But as you can see, we got a pretty decent amount here off that little tiny nug. So you can do this at home without spending a fortune on press. I do recommend before you pull it off of the paper, stick this in the freezer, get it cold. It releases a lot better and it gives it a little bit more of like a shatter type consistency. And that's how you make rosin at home, less than 20 bucks in equipment. See you next time.